is a recorded webinar for Illinois. My name is Peggy Johnson with Tyler Technologies. The Illinois e-filing site is a secured site. It starts out https://illinois.tylerhost.net/OFSweb. I have it in blue at the top left hand in my address bar of the Internet Explorer browser that I'm currently using. However, you can access this e-filing site using any of your Internet browsers, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome. If you're on a Mac, you could use Safari. Also, your iPhones and your tablets can access this e-filing site. When you see the Odyssey eFile Illinois, before you sign in or register, you will see court information. There's a scroll bar to the right. Please look through this and see if there's anything here that might be affecting your filing. Under Self-Help, if you click on Need Help, this will allow you to get help when you need it. This is a self-service support. Type your question or search term here in that long rectangular box. And then click on the magnifying glass at the far right. You have choices of articles or of even a video. This will walk you through setting up your payment accounts. Also lets you know how to add an e-check, credit card, and how to also add a waiver and to edit the payment account name once you've created it. If I click on how do I add a payment account to the system, this will give me step-by-step directions as well as screenshots on how to add my payment account. You will see this all through this self-service support help when you need it. So please take advantage of this area. It's a great resource. Under Quick Links, you can bookmark it. You can make a suggestion. We have e-filing tips, articles, user guides, videos. If you click on Frequently Asked Questions, we have compiled a list of the most frequently asked questions that we get as tech support. So look through here. Chances are what you are asking about might be addressed right here. You can just simply click on that question and you will get an article telling you what it is that you're needing. This one also has the screenshots to show you step by step on how to. This one is searching for an existing case. If you do need help, let's say tech support, under Quick Links, Contact Us is listed. When you click on Contact Us, we have listed 3 ways to reach out for tech support. Although we would like to help in every situation, there are times when you will need to contact the court you are filing into for more information. We have 2 categories listed here, one under tech support, one under courts. So you can look through this and see when it's appropriate to contact the court and when it's most appropriate to reach out for technical support. If you do need technical support, the 3 ways to reach us are by email. You click on efiling.support@tylertech.com, and your email will be responded to within 24 hours. Our office hours are Monday through Friday between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If we receive your email after 9 p.m. or a weekend or holiday, you will get a reply to your email the following business day. If it's during business hours, you can get immediate assistance by clicking here to chat with us, and one of our trained specialists will be on the other end to help you. Or you can also give us a call during office hours. That phone number is 1-800-297-5377. If this is something you do need to notify the court or contact the court about, under our knowledge base, you can click on Court Contact. We've compiled a list of different courts in Illinois, and we're adding to it all the time. You can click on Load More to get more contacts. You can also try typing it in here. So if you need to reach Fulton, the article will appear, and this will give you the information for reaching Fulton County. Those frequently asked questions are also here. The ones I just mentioned are under Need Help. Click on that and it takes you right back to this area. And then if you want to sign up for a webinar with a person, like a live webinar, you can click on Web Training Sessions. We have training videos here as well, and the user guides are here. Also, we have the share your screen with GoToAssist. This allows a representative to come onto your computer screen and help you out with any technical issues you might be having as far as accessing the Odyssey eFile Illinois site. Let's go over to the left under Actions. You will want to register if you haven't already. I'm going to be registering a firm account today, so I'm going to put in my name. If you are a solo practitioner attorney, you can also register for a firm account. Click on Password and create your password. It should be at least 8 characters with at least one lowercase, one uppercase, and put in a number or a special character. Security question. This should be a simple question that can only be answered by you. You can put your high school mascot, for example. You could also put in your pet's name, your mother's maiden name, whatever you choose, and then put in your answer. Click on the lower right for Next. The next screen is your registration options. As I said, I'm going to be registering for a firm account today, so I would click on that round circle there. This is perfect for you if you're an attorney in a law firm, or if you're in a firm with multiple filers, or if you are a solo attorney practitioner with no one else but yourself. You still want to be a firm account. To the right of that, register for a self-represented account is perfect for you if you are a pro se filer, process server, landlord, or tenant. Before you register for a firm account, please check with your firm to ensure an account has not already been created. If your firm has already been created, then you want to ask your firm administrator to add you to the firm. When you click on firm name, this will populate. This is to prevent a solo practitioner attorney from, this is to prevent a pro se filer, someone who is not an attorney or in a firm account, from registering incorrectly. So click on Done. The same thing applies if you register for a self-represented account, as I will demonstrate. This pop-up will let you know if you are an attorney, you will want to make sure you are registering for a firm account. This is to make sure that a solo practitioner attorney is not registering incorrectly. So you want to put in your firm's address here. It can be a physical address or a post office box. Either one is fine. And then put in your city. And then for state, if you do the drop down, you can type in ILL and jump right down to Illinois. Anything outlined in red is a mandatory field. When it turns blue, that means you've satisfied that field. Put in your phone number of the firm, and then click on the lower right for Next. This is your Odyssey File and Serve Usage Agreement. There's a scroll bar to the far right. Go ahead and read through here and click on I agree, create my account. You will then get a rectangular box that says, "Congratulations, you have successfully registered." It gives your email address that you registered with, and then it lets you know that a verification email has been sent to you. You want to click on the link inside your email to complete the verification process. Please look carefully at that email address that you registered and make sure that is a good email for you. So after you go to your email inbox and you activate your account through the email that is waiting for you, it will direct you back to the Odyssey eFile Illinois where you can sign in. Sign in, of course, with your email and the password you created. And this brings you to your filer dashboard. The first thing a firm administrator would want to do is set up the firm account. Click on Actions. The firm admin is slightly grayed out. Below that, you'll see firm users, firm attorneys, firm information, and payment accounts. We'll start with firm users. Only the firm administrator has access to these 4 tabs. It is advised that more than one person in your firm have that role of firm administrator. This ensures when the firm admin is out of the office, you have someone else that can access those tabs. To invite firm users to the firm account, scroll down to the very bottom. You will see where it says Join My Firm, and there's a link in a rectangular box. You can either cut and paste this link into the clipboard and add it to your business email, or you can simply click on the email link that is to the right of the clipboard. And you want to put in the people that need to join the firm account. So I have some paralegals, and I would put the paralegal's email here, the law secretary, the attorney, and whoever else needs to join the firm account. Click on Send, and these people will then go to their email inbox, and there will be an activation email there waiting for them with instructions on how to set up so that they can join the firm account. When they finish joining the firm account, they will land here under the firm users. Under email status, it will say active. However, if you're the firm administrator and you have that final approval, under firm status it will say not approved. And as a firm admin, you would click on the down arrow, and there would be a third thing there that says Approve New User. As you can see, everyone here has already been approved. If somebody leaves your firm, the firm admin is the person responsible for removing that firm user. Also, if a filer comes to you as a firm admin and says they have been locked out of their account and they need you to reset a password, you can click on Reset Password and reset the password for that filer and give them a new password to sign in with. This will unlock their account. Each filer would be signing in with their own email. If something changes in your firm and everyone gets a new email, you want to click name by name, scroll down and change their email here, and then of course you're going to save changes. This is also where the roles are, so if you want to give someone else the role of firm admin, you would just click on the Firm Admin tab. And then there would be a blue Save Changes at the far right-hand corner. Some filers will be all three, a firm admin, a filer, and an attorney. If that's the case, you would put the attorney's number here and save changes. By doing that, that would put that firm attorney over in the Firm Attorneys tab. Scrolling back up, click on Actions, and now let's go to Firm Attorneys. If you did not add the firm attorney from the firm users list, this is where you can add them. Not all attorneys are filers. So click on Add New Attorney and scroll down. Put in your attorney bar number here and put in the first name and last name of your attorney. And then click on the lower right for Save Changes. If an attorney leaves your firm, the firm admin would go to Actions and remove that attorney. The third tab that is exclusive to a firm administrator is Firm Information. If the name of your firm changes, you would want to click in the box where it says Firm Name and change that name. You could change an address here as well as a phone number. You can also require administrator approval of new user registration by putting a check there. If you make any changes in this area, you want to click on the blue Save Changes. You will get a confirmation in the top right that it was successfully saved. Back to the actions in the orange bar. And next we have payment accounts. It's important before you start filing that you set up a form of payment account. We have a pop-up here that you must agree to before you can proceed. This is talking about processing of credit cards, and it lets you know that your account is never charged until your filing is accepted. If you see any pending charges on your account prior to acceptance, the pending charges are an authorization hold to ensure that the funds are available so your filing can be accepted without delay. Here's a note: if the filing is canceled or rejected by the court, the funds will be released and will return to your account according to your financial institution's policy. This is typically 3 to 10 business days. Click on I understand and agree, and then you want to click on Add Payment Account. Payment account name, the way you name this is the way all of your filers will see it. So you can put Visa and an expiration date if that's what you'd like to do. You can name it the company business card. Whatever you would like to do is fine. Payment account type, drop down and you want to choose credit card. To the right, click on Enter Account Information. The method of payment is going to be credit card. The card types allowed in Illinois courts are American Express, Discover, MasterCard, and Visa. If your court does not accept American Express, when you're filing into that court, American Express will not be available for you to choose. After you've put in your information, we'll choose Visa, you put in your card number, no spaces, and everything here is as it appears on the card. And then you will go through and click on Continue until you eventually will be saving those changes. Once you have successfully added that credit card to the system, under Credit Card you will see where it says Active Yes. If you have a credit card that is expired, the firm admin can go to Actions and delete that card. You cannot go to an expired credit card and change that date. You can just delete it and add a new payment account. Another form of payment account that is accepted in Illinois is an e-check. So click on Add Payment Account. Down below, let's put in e-check. Payment account type, drop down arrow, and we're going to choose e-check and click on Enter Account Information. Method of payment, again, you're going to choose e-check. This could be coming from your checking or your savings. You put your account number, routing number, the name on this account, and so forth until you click on Continue and keep going till you save changes. With an e-check, there is no pre-authorization hold on your checking or your savings. The only time the funds will be coming out is when the court accepts your filing. There is a flat fee to use an e-check. It is currently 25 cents, which would only be charged again when the court accepts the filing. If you are a government agency or you are doing pro bono type work, you might have a waiver as your payment account. So type in the word waiver, payment account type, drop down arrow, and choose waiver, and then click on the blue Save Changes. This means that when you're doing a filing and the court has agreed to waive your fees, when you get to fees and choose waiver, those fees will go to zero and there will not be a fee charged to you. Let's click on the house. This brings you back to your filer dashboard. We have little bubbles over every step of this, and so if you hover over this bubble, this lets you know that this is your filing activity and that when one of your filings changes in status, you'll see a change here. You click on the word to see all the filings within that status. So whenever you submit a filing, it's going to land here under Pending. These are your envelopes that have been submitted. They're in the court's queue waiting on a court reviewer to pick them up. When the court reviews your filing and accepts those documents, it will land here under Accepted. You can also come here and get your file stamped documents. Occasionally the court will be returning your envelope for corrections, and this is where the returned filings go. Drafts are those envelopes that have not been submitted yet. It's a work in progress, and it is not submitted, so nobody sees this but the filer or somebody in the firm account. Served are those envelopes that have service-only filings that have been delivered. You can come to Served and see the date and time of when the service contacts received those documents. A served filing does not go to the court. It just goes to the service, contacts attached to that case, and delivers the documents in an email. If you click on the blue View All, this will take you to your filing history, and you'll be able to see everything all at once. If you have a particular case and you just want to isolate that one case, click on the filter, filter by, click on the drop-down arrow and choose My Firm. Keep it at all statuses, all locations, and then you could just put the case number here. Then you want to click on the blue Search. This will bring up only this case and everything that has been done in this particular case. You can also use the filter if you wanted to see filings that were just done, let's say in Cook County. You could do that as well. Take out that case number and then click on Search and see what Cook County filings you have done. And that will just bring up your Cook County ones. So you can use this search a number of different ways. We have another bubble on Start a New Case. If you hover over that, this lets you know that if you do not have a case number and are filing an initiating document for the first time, then you want to go ahead and start a new case. If you do have a case number, or if there is an existing case number, please do not click on Start a New Case. We have the Show Me How that's also built in. If you click on that blue Show Me How, this will do exactly that, give you step-by-step directions. If you want to start a new case with a template, you can also click on Use a Template. And to create a template for initiating filings that you do on a repetitive basis, you can just name your filing, your template rather. I'm going to name it Cook County Civil, and then I'm going to click on Favorite and click on the Save Changes. Location. Select your category. And so this, if you're doing repetitive type filings and they're all in the same category, same case type, same location, maybe you do a lot of adoptions in Cook County, set it up and then click on the blue Save Changes. So you've now created a template for Cook County Civil for adoption. So if you're ready and you want to start doing a lot of these adoptions, the new cases, click on Use a Template. Scroll down. If you have a lot of templates like we do, you want to scroll down until you find the one that you just created. Let me find it. I'm going to use the search one. All right, so I have found, here's my template. And you can go to Actions and Use Template. The case information has already been filled in, so I don't have to do that 5 times or however many cases I have. The system will go ahead and jump down to the party information, and this is where you're going to put the new information in, and then go through everything and uploading your documents and go all the way through till you submit. So a template's job is to just save you a little bit of time for these repetitive type filings. To file into an existing case, if you hover over that bubble, this tells you to use this if you have a case number to conduct a search and then file. If you've already filed into a case, you do not have to click on File into an existing case every time. That case will already be part of your filing history. But this is for those cases that you have yet to file into and you need to search for them before you can file into them. We also have the Show Me How built in here. So let me demonstrate. If you've already filed into a case and you know it's part of your filing history, go to your filing history where you can see everything. You can either use that filter and bring up the case, or if you see your case here, you can go to Actions and click on File into Case. You do not have to search all over again for that case. Under the Show Me How To, we also have exactly what those bubbles were showing. Start a new case is here and file into an existing case. Any one of these things that you might need help with will also show you step by step how to add a payment account, an attorney, invite firm users, how to add service contacts, and how to fix a rejected filing. You can also type your question here. So if I go to Actions, the filing history is also here, which is exactly what the View All was. We have your templates here and your firm service contacts. It's important that you set up your firm service contacts. Everyone in the firm has access to this, and you can build it as you go. All of your attorneys should be listed on their cases as a service contact so that when the opposing counsel chooses to e-file and serve, your attorney will be getting an email notification with those documents. So click on Add Service Contact to start building this. Put in your attorney's first name and last name. Put in that attorney's email address. Administrative copy. If you hover over that little bubble, this is when you put in the administrative copy field an email of someone you want to receive copies for this particular service contact. And you can put more than one email, just separate it with a comma, no spaces. So if this attorney has a paralegal that he also wants to receive these email notifications, put that paralegal's email here. If you have a secretary, put a comma, put that second email here. Now when you attach this and save changes, when you attach this service contact to a case, not only will that attorney's email receive the email notifications when a filer chooses to e-file and serve, but the two administrative copies will also receive those email notifications. If somebody leaves your firm, you can delete that contact. If you do delete the contact, it will take them off of any cases that they were added to from your firm list. So if you click on View Attached Case List, if I deleted that firm service contact, it would take them off of these two cases. If you would rather, you could replace the service contact with somebody else that's already in your firm. The new service contact would then be receiving all the email notifications of the cases they were attached to. Anytime you need to edit any information, highlight that person's name right there, and you could come down below. You can add administrative copies to it. You can change an email, as long as you click on the Save Changes to save what you have edited. Back to the house for your landing page. The next thing under Actions is we have bookmarks. If you'd like to bookmark a case, you can click on Bookmarks, go straight to the case that you have bookmarked, and go to Actions, and you can file into that case. You can also add a service contact to a case without filing into it by clicking on View Service Contacts. This will be available on all of your cases when you have a case in front of you and you click on that little Actions to the right of your case. Every case will have a View Service Contacts. So if you'd like to add a service contact to one of the parties here, or even under Other Service Contacts, you would go to the Actions to the right of that party and Add from Firm Service Contacts. You want to choose your attorney that needs to be attached, and you could do more than one service contact. Click on the blue Close. You've now attached two of your service contacts to this case. Please notice that each of these service contacts has an Actions where you can remove a party. If you wanted to link this party with one of the service contact to another party, click on Link Parties with Contact. You can choose the second executor by putting in the little check mark and close. However, keep in mind that that means that that particular service contact is on here twice, and they will be receiving duplicate emails. To remove a service contact, go to Actions and Remove. You'll notice that there's a service contact here that we cannot remove. This person was added by another firm, and if you highlight it and scroll down, you can see that she was added by her firm. So you cannot remove someone else's firm service contact from a case. You can only remove your own. So when you highlight your own and you scroll down, you can see that your firm service contact was added by your firm. When you're ready to get out of this area, click on the X and you're out. If you want to unbookmark something because you're finished with it, you can click on Remove Bookmark. Landing page. I'm going to go back to Actions and let's look at Reports. There are 2 financial reconciliation reports built into the system. These are useful when you're trying to reconcile your financial transactions against your filings that were submitted. You can search up to 60 days at a time. This report is delivered in an Excel spreadsheet, and it allows for filtering and searching. Click on the Run Report. I suggest you do filings submitted by my firm, and put in the date range of the filings that you would like to reconcile. So I'll do the 1st of March until today's date, and then you just click on the Download Report. And when you click on Open, this will show you your report on an Excel spreadsheet. The second report is very similar. You just click on Run Report and do the exact same thing. Put in your parameters if you want to change them, or if you want the same parameters but with a different view, click on this Download Report, and this will show you a little different review than the first one. Actions. If you click on Help, we also have that help listed here. Again, this is your self-service support, help when you need it, and the Contact Us is here as well as here. And we also have the Type Your Question or Search term here. We tried to make it as accessible as possible for your convenience. Back to the house. And that is all the tabs under our Actions tab. This icon that looks like a person with an arrow down above Actions, when you click on that down arrow, shows you Manage Security. This is where you can reset your password. Manage Notifications. This is that area that shows you the filer. It's email notifications that will come to the filer's email when your filing is submitted, when it's rejected or accepted. If you get an email notification saying service was undeliverable, that means that one or more of the service contacts is not receiving that email notification, and you will need to find a different method to serve them that document. Filing submission failed means that one or more of the documents has failed in submission, and you will need to correct that document and resend to the court, because the court will not see it because it has failed in submission. Filing receipted is here should Illinois start to use receipted documents. Let's look at doing some filings. Okay. This is the stage site. It is for testing purposes only. So keep that in mind, that this is not the production site, but it mimics it as well as a production site, but it does not go to the actual court when we submit a filing. So I'm going to click on Start a New Case. This is when I want to initiate something. There is a pop-up that will say, do you already have a case number? Because if you already have a case number, you want to click on File into an existing case. So don't make the mistake of starting a new case when there is an existing case already. So pick your location. This is alphabetized for you if you want to scroll down. And then select your category. If you hover over that little bubble, it says you cannot initiate criminal cases. You can file into an existing criminal case, but you cannot initiate electronically a criminal case. Scroll down bar and pick your category. This is, again, alphabetized for you if you want to scroll down and see everything that's here. Here's your case type. Pick the one that will fit your filing. If you do not know what the category or the case type should be please contact the court. That is a court question. And then click on the blue Save Changes. The way I've set up my case information has produced two required parties. You'll notice that plaintiff/petitioner is in blue, that dark blue, and it's a required party. If this party is a business or agency, you're going to put a little check mark in that box and put the business name. Otherwise, put in that plaintiff's first name and last name, or petitioner. If your attorney represents this party, scroll down, and where it says Lead Attorney, drop down, all of your attorneys will appear in this box. Select your attorney for the lead attorney. If you need to add additional attorneys, click on Add Attorneys, and then choose another attorney to add to this case. Now click on the blue Save Changes, and you've added two attorneys to this one party. The system will automatically go to your next required party. Do not skip required parties. Please fill this in before you click on Add Another Party. So in this case, we have a defendant or respondent. So go ahead and put in the name of that party. If you want to put addresses in, you certainly can. Please notice they are not outlined in red, so I'm not obligated to fill in those boxes. It's not a mandatory field. Click on the blue Save Changes. If you want to keep adding to the party area, scroll back up and then click on Add Another Party. And at this time, under Party Type, you can select another party. So if you have another plaintiff that you want to choose, select that party, and then put in that party's name. Again, select your attorney if your attorney represents that second plaintiff. And then click on the blue Save Changes. When you're finished with parties, your next step is filings. You're going to be e-filing this because you do not have a case number yet and you're initiating this for the first time. Select your filing code. Again, it is alphabetized for you. Filing description is optional. You can use it if you want to. Client reference number, when you hover over the bubble, lets you know this is an internal tracking number for the party you're filing on behalf of. Use it if you want to. Same thing with comments to the court. This is optional. If you have something to say to the court reviewers so that when they're accessing your document they'll have a better understanding, use comments to court. Courtesy copy is just that. It would be emails of someone in-house that you would want to let them know of your filing. Do not use courtesy copies as a way to serve the opposing counsel. Lead document required. Click anywhere in this long gray rectangular box. This will take you to your computer where you will pick up your PDF document. The PDF document should be 8.5 by 11, black and white, and it cannot exceed 25 megabytes. Choose your security field. It's either confidential or non-confidential. If you have attachments, like maybe an exhibit, you can load that right now to go with that lead document. Again, anything outlined in red lets you know this is a mandatory field. If you need to add optional services and fees, click on it now. Find the fee that you might be needing or the service you need. Scroll down bar. Here is a multiplier if you need certified letters. Change this to reflect the quantity that you're needing, and then click on the blue Save Changes. If you need to add another optional service and fees, You can do it now by clicking on Add Optional Services and Fees and selecting something else from the drop-down. Again, you have the multiplier here. Click on the blue Save Changes. If you would like to add another lead document, keeping in mind that lead documents get the file stamp from the court, click on Add Another Filing. This gives you another filing code area. Find the filing code that will fit your second document. Again, filing description is optional. I happen to think it helps you in the long run when you look back on your filing to see your filing description. So I would say use it. Again, these are optional. Lead document required. Let's go get that second lead document. Again, it cannot exceed 25 megabytes. And all of these documents added together cannot exceed 35 megabytes. Once you are finished loading documents, click on the Save Changes. This one had no attachments. If you want a third lead document, you keep going to the same pattern by clicking on Add Another Filing, selecting another filing code, and so forth. Next, we have your service contacts. Even though we are just e-filing this, not e-filing and serving, if you would like to attach your attorney now as a service contact to their party, to the right of their party, you would click on the Actions, Add from Firm Service Contacts, and select your attorney or attorneys at this time. And then click on the blue Close. You've now attached 2 attorneys as service contacts to this filing. Your filing fees will be added up for you, and they will be itemized, and so you can look over this. If you use a credit card, whatever this envelope total is will be pre-authorized on your credit card. It will only be charged to the card when the court accepts the filing. And that was the agreement you agreed to when you added a credit card. Of course, if you have an e-check, that does not work that way. As I explained, until the court accepts the filing, nothing will come out of your checking or your savings that e-check is attached to. Payment account. If I use waiver, you can have multiple cards in here. This is why you want to be sure to name it appropriately. If you use a credit card, you know what to expect. If you use a waiver, those fees will go immediately to 0. Filing attorney, not a mandatory field, but I'm going to go ahead and fill it in, and then click on the blue Save Changes. When everything is complete successfully, you will have the blue summary at this time. If you do not have the blue summary, you need to go back and look and see what is outlined in red. That would be a field that needs to be taken care of. Click on the blue summary, and this leads you to your review before you submit your envelope page. If you wanted to see your documents again, in the Filings area, click on that first filing code, the affidavit. It opens everything up below. And this is where you can see the download where it says Original File. If you click on that original file and you open it, this allows you to see your document before you submit it. So you can see your document. If it's correct, perfect. If it's not, then you have a chance to upload the correct document before you submit. If you want to see that second document, lead document, highlight that area, and this download original file is that application. If you're satisfied, you go all the way down, and then you have your blue Submit. If you do need to make a change, you would click on Back, which is to the left of Submit. This, again, is letting you know that your account is never charged until your filing is accepted. But if you're using a credit card, you will see a pending charge on your account prior to acceptance. If you needed to make a change, we'll click on Back, and we're going to remove a document. Perhaps that document was upside down or it was the wrong document. Go to your Filings area, highlight the filing code that fits that document, and then scroll down till you see the Lead Document Required field. And to the right of that document, there is a black X, and it's in a gray square, as you can see. When you click on that black X, it will remove your document, and this allows you to upload the corrected document. Scroll down, and you will have a blue Save Changes again. If you left this at any point, this would be left as a draft, or you can click on Save as Draft and resume the draft envelope exactly where you left off. If you're ready to submit, you're going to go to Summary. Again, everything will load up again, and if you wanted to look at the document, you can. Some people never choose to see the document again, and that's fine. It's just something that's built into the system that allows you to see it one more time before you submit your filing. When you're ready, click on the blue Submit. The system will give you a green tab at the top right that lets you know that this envelope is submitting. You can click there to view the receipt. It's in blue. If you don't catch that in time, click on Pending, and you can get your receipt this way. Here is your filing. It is currently submitting. You'll only see your 2 lead documents, even though the first one had an attachment, but that attachment is still there. You're going to go to Actions, View Envelope Details, and this allows you to print your receipt. By clicking on View Receipt, you would be able to print this receipt or save it on your computer. When I go back to the house icon to go back to my filer dashboard, I'm now going to click on Pending because I want to make sure that my status went from submitting to submitted, and it did. When you hover over Submitted, this lets you know that this filing has successfully been submitted. If you hover but don't click on these X's, that is where you would cancel your filing. If you choose to cancel the filing, you need to do it when it's in submitting or submitted status. Once it's under review or accepted by the court, you no longer have that option to cancel your filing. If you decide to cancel the filing because there was a third document that you forgot, cancel as soon as you can, again when it's in these statuses, and each one must be canceled. You're going to see as soon as I cancel this second document that envelope number 37670 is no longer going to be part of my filing history. It's now gone. So to get back to that canceled filing so I can add that third document, I'm going to go back to my filer dashboard, and this time click on View All to find my canceled filing and add to it and resubmit. So here is envelope number 37670. I see the canceled status. I'm going to go to Actions, and I'm going to click on Copy Envelope. You can also do this when you have a returned filing to make any corrections and resubmit. Everything should pull back up that I previously added. And now if I wanted to add that third document, I'm going to click on Add Another Filing, select the filing code for my third document, and upload that document. And click on the blue Save Changes. And go to Summary. Again, this is your review page. Here are your 3 documents that you added. And when you're ready, click on Submit. No one will ever see the canceled filing. They will only see this one that you have submitted. Again, if you click on Pending, you will see that filing that you just submitted. It will have a completely different envelope number. It now has envelope number 37678. Every time you submit a filing, the system will generate a brand new envelope number for that particular filing. Well, now let's click on Start a New Case. File into Existing Case. So this means that I have a case number, but I've never filed into it before. So what I have to do is search for this case. There's a scroll down bar, and you want to put in the location. So I know it's in Cook County. It's Law Division, District 1. So I'm going to scroll down until I see that. And then you're going to click on it, and it fills in that box. Now put in your case number. You can also search by party name, but it is suggested that you search by case name first in case this person is involved in a lot of different cases. Once the case number is there, click on the word search, and this will hopefully pull up your case for you. You can hover over each area to see more details on it. If you go to Actions, your choices are to file into the case. You can file into the case with a template. However, case information is actually already filled in for you. You might see benefit in that. Use it if you see that benefit. View service contacts. If you wanted to, you could just add a service contact to this case without even filing into it. This one is bookmarked. I could remove the bookmark if I wanted. We're going to choose File into Case. Because this case has already been accepted by the court and the court has assigned it a case number, the case information is there. If you'd like to put a case cross-reference number, you could put that here. This would be the attorney's number that was issued by the county. So you could put that attorney number here. When you do that, you want to be sure to click on the blue Save Changes. We already have parties listed here. If you want to add another party, you could just click on Add Another Party. Select the party type, put in the first name, last name, and add your attorney. If your attorney represents this person, of course, under Lead Attorney, you're going to select your attorney's name. You can add more if you need to, and then always click on the blue Save Changes. You cannot make changes in the party information unless you choose the filing type eFile or eFile and Serve. No changes can be made in party information if you choose to serve only. The reason is the court must approve your filing to make any changes or edit any information in parties. The filing type by default is eFile and Serve. We're going to leave that there, but here's the drop-down to choose the others. Again, if you choose Serve, you will not be able to change anything in parties, because that means that bypasses the court. So filing code is next. Let's pick the filing code for your lead document, your first lead document. Get your PDF document that is under 25 megabytes, 8.5 by 11. If that size is different, you can contact the court. Here are your security choices. If you're not sure which one, again, either go online to the court's website or contact a legal professional or the court and ask about that security field. If you have an exhibit, this is the attachments field to add that. If you need any optional services and fees, simply click there. Pick any fees that you might need. Here is your multiplier. Add as many as you need, and then click on the blue Save Changes. Again, at this time, if you need more optional services, add them now. If you did click on that and you didn't need any more, it's very easy to go to Actions and remove what you added. Click on Add Another Filing to add an additional lead document. Keep in mind, every lead document has its own filing code. Sometimes I've seen the filing code is the same one for each document. Again, that is a question you might ask the court. We got summons here if you need something like that. Go get that lead document. "35 megabytes is the limit, and that is a lot of data, so it allows for a lot of documents to be uploaded. And then click on the blue Save Changes. Okay, so now since we've picked the filing type eFile and Serve, and we scroll down, we see that there are no service contacts here at all. So you're going to get this red rectangular box that says, please select at least one service contact for service. So you can't go forward. You see how everything's grayed out? Until you pick a service contact, you're not going to be able to move forward. So your choices are, you can either choose to just e-file this or these documents, or you can add a service contact. So if your attorney represents the defendant, click on the Actions drop-down, Add from Firm Service Contacts. Click on your attorney, or if you have more than one, 2 attorneys or more, and click on Close. Now you're not going to see any administrative copies there, but if there are some attached, they will also receive email notifications. As of now, there is not a public list to choose from, but when the public list is available, this is where you would be able to search for the opposing counsel's email. You want to scroll down, you now are able to select your payment account. If you chose to change the filing type, you would want to change it here under Filing Type to eFile. Click on the blue Save Changes, but you must do it by each document. So here's that second lead document. Highlight that area, change that filing type to eFile, and then Save Changes. This will allow you to skip right down to Fees and submit your filing with no service contacts. That would mean that you would choose a different method if you needed to serve those documents on somebody. So I'm going to choose Waiver again. Party responsible for fees, this is who my attorney represents. Filing attorney, if you choose it. And then you want to click on the blue Save Changes. Cook County does allow for a return date. So if you want to select a return date and verify, this would give the other party the date that they need to respond by. So if you wanted to pick a date, you could maybe do it a week from today. and then you click on Verify. If this date is available, it would allow you to select a date. This says return date not applicable. Now again, I'm on the stage site. On the production site, you should be able to select the return date if it is available. Click on the blue Save Changes. This allows you to go to Summary. Again, this is a good place to review your documents if you needed to. Everything should pull up. Okay. You highlight each area if you chose to look at the document again. Otherwise, you go ahead and click on the blue Submit when you're ready to submit your filing. Request hearing date will pop up. You could select a hearing date and time. And once you select your hearing date and your hearing time, then you want to click Save, which is below on the right. If you do not want to schedule a hearing date and time, you click Do Not Schedule below, and you will be able to you will not be able to schedule a hearing later if you don't schedule it now. So this is here just to let you know what to expect. So you do the drop down and you could choose one, choose your time, and then you click on the blue Save. So your envelope is submitting. You could click here to view the receipt or select Pending and look at your receipt here. There's your 2 documents that are successfully submitted. Again, opportunity to cancel is when they're in this status. If you go to Actions, View Envelope Details, and scroll all the way to the bottom, that's where you can click on the View Receipt. We're going to do one more filing into an existing case. Let's pick another Cook County one. So click on File into Existing Case. I'm going to pick the location. This one is going to be Chancery Division District 1. Put in your case number here. Click on Search. I wanted to show you this one because it does say that the party and the attorney information may not be current. It is still possible to e-file into this case. So if you get something like that, you might have to manually input data. When you're ready, you click on File into Case. If you pulled this up just because you wanted to add a service contact, you're going to click on View Service Contacts. Without filing into the case, you can do that. If your party is not listed, yet you want the attorney to be getting email notifications on this case, you can go to Actions to the right of Other Service Contacts and Add from Firm Service Contacts. Select your attorney, and then you're going to click on the Close. You've now attached your attorney as a service contact to a case without ever e-filing into it. This would be pretty much like the case we just filed into, the other Cook County one, and just wanted to show you what you could also do without filing into a case. If you bookmark the case so you can work on it later, maybe you sign in Monday morning and you're ready to get started. You have a bookmarked case. To save you time, go to Actions, click on Bookmarks. Find your case. Maybe you've bookmarked 4 cases. This will be very convenient for you. Just go to Actions and file into that case. And your search is already done, and this will help you go ahead and get on with your filing. Everything will populate, and then you just start filling in what you need to fill in and upload your documents and whatnot. If you just wanted to serve documents, when you click Serve, you don't have to have a filing code. Just scribe your document here, and this does bypass the court. You're just serving a document on somebody that might be listed as a service contact on the case. Upload your document. Always save changes. If there is not a service contact here, you could add one. And now when you go through, there is no fee, as you can see, no fee whatsoever for serving the document. And then click on the blue Save Changes. Verify. If you have a return date in the stage site, it's going to be not applicable. And then click on the blue Save Changes. You go to Summary. And this is where you can submit that document to whatever service contacts are attached. It would send them that service-only document. Okay, and again, everything is done by email. So if you clicked on Submit, do not schedule, then you have it right here under Served. If you get this, it says service, what's it say? This filing has encountered some issues while serving. It's because that email was not a good email. You can click on View Envelope Details, and this allows you to look in further as to why the emails failed. You'll see an error right here, error, for both of these. So if you get this service undeliverable, you want to view the envelope details, you can go to your view log, and what this lets you know is whenever these emails were trying to go through, it failed. And it lets you know that the server rejected the given recipient. The server responded, no mailbox by that name is currently available. And that is true because this was actually not a real email for the testing purposes. To sign out of the e-filing system, click on that icon, the down arrow, and click on Sign Out. You are now signed out. And this concludes the webinar. Thank you.